Pro Tools 2026.4 expands immersive production workflows with support for MPEG-H audio, a growing audio standard for modern broadcast and streaming. MPEG-H audio enables flexible, object-based immersive audio experiences and makes it possible to define a wide range of interactive audio options during production, with personalization features like selectable immersive mixes, multiple languages, dialogue enhancement, and interactive spatial audio positioning. Pro Tools Studio and Ultima include the free MPEG-H renderer plugin developed by Fraunhofer that enables users to author, monitor, and deliver immersive content directly within Pro Tools. You can download the MPEG-H renderer from your Avid account or via the Avid Link app. The quickest way to start working with MPEG-H audio is to use a template or the setup assistant inside the MPEG-H renderer. Let's use the assistant in an empty session for our first project. First, make sure the renderer control panel is shown in the edit window toolbar and select MPEG-H. In the Renderer tab in I/O Setup, choose the output to use for monitoring. Then choose your monitoring format in the toolbar. Now open the MPEG-H renderer by clicking the cog icon. When first activated, the renderer asks what the reference layout is. I'll say 7.1+4, but this can be changed later. The Setup Assistant lets you start building your session from some typical building blocks. I'll start with a 714 bed, then choose Dialog Sources. My project is only in English, but it does have an audio description track, so I'll add that to the preset starting points. Click Setup and the assistant automatically creates a set of tracks for our program material with output assignments. There's a 741 bed and mono tracks for the dialog and AD, both routed as objects. Manual routing and management of beds and objects is all done in the Pro Tools output selectors. With the MPEG-H renderer running, you'll see a dedicated section where you can make assignments and create or delete beds. The key parts to an MPEG-H project are components, which are audio sources, and presets, which combine these sources into different mixes. The components page shows any beds in the project and all tracks that are assigned as objects. To hear components, they need to be added to presets.
Be the extractor.
The assistant has created presets called Default, Dialog Boost, and Audio Description.
The device seems to be analyzing the stone and the woman stares at the output data.
In the Preset Manager tab, you can add components to presets and adjust them. The Default and Dialog Boost presets have the bed and dialog components. Audio Description adds the English AD track.
On the steering wheel.
In this project, we have two languages which the viewer can choose between.
Cherry Blossom.
Elements like this are managed in an MPEG-H audio delivery using switch groups, which you can create in the Components
The
tab.
blossom lasts but a few days.
To choose which component is heard in a switch group, go to the Monitoring tab and select from the pop-up menu.
Hat sich der Arbeit mit der Kamera Obscura verschrieben.
When working with the MPEG-H renderer, panning is applied differently for object and bed sources. This stereo music track is routed to the main bed. You can see the signal in the renderer in the bed component. Panning to a bed uses Pro Tools' standard multi-channel panner. This Foley track, like the narrator tracks, is assigned as an object. Panning of objects uses the next generation Pro Tools Immersive Panner, which uses an XYZ panner scheme and has features like rotation and lower hemisphere positioning.
Hand me the spectrograph.
In MPEG-H authoring, presets represent different mixes or experiences that the end listener can choose between. For example, when the AD preset is chosen, the audio description is added to the mix.
On the interface the device is projecting, we can see a stone.
As well as choosing which components are in a mix, it's possible to offset gain and positioning for elements within presets.
Give me the extractor.
In the Dialog Boost preset, gain has been set 9 dB
Gavin,
up.
extractor.
You can also choose to allow end users to adjust settings at the point of playback, as with the dialogue in this preset. To audition the effects of user changes, switch to the Monitoring tab.
Okay guys, we've got company and they do not look happy. I don't know what you're doing now, but whatever it is, it has to happen a lot faster.
It's even possible to create dynamic gain automation for components in your mix that are applied depending on the playback scenario. These are stored like plugin automation, enabled here, and appear on the master fader that's assigned to the renderer output path. For example, here in the Gain Automation tab for this project, there are 2 gain sequences. Looking at this first one, you can see it becomes active when the audio description preset is chosen and is applied to the bed. This has been used to duck the main mix elements under the description track.
A man sits beside a walkie-talkie.
A lot faster.
To trigger an export, select a range in your timeline and choose the Pro Tools Bounce Mix command. In the Type menu, choose MPEG-H renderer and a file location. When you click Bounce, the renderer will open showing the Export tab. From here, you can select formats like MPEG-H production format or ADM, depending on your delivery requirements. Multiple exports can be added to the queue. When you're done, click Start Export. With Pro Tools, creators can work with multiple immersive mixes inside a single session, eliminating the need to manage separate projects for different immersive formats. Pro Tools allows you to migrate projects between different formats and keep multiple layers of pan and output data in the session. New migration options in Pro Tools 2026.4 give you more control over routing assignments when switching a mix to a new renderer. Choosing the new Convert All Immersive Assignments to a Bed option when moving to MPEG-H audio can be a useful starting point to help you stay within the channel limit. The MPEG-H integrated renderer puts powerful MPEG-H audio mixing and authoring workflows at the heart of Pro Tools.